You're about to see a professional performance, and she is using multimedia.
I can't do it any other way, can I?
No, you can't. You cannot. Come, show them how the future goes. Janet! You're welcome.
It looks like thank you. I think this thing it separates me. I'm going to just slide them out of the way.
No problem.
You know, why not?
Yeah.
I think they move.
Oh, look, space!
I think they move. And I don't think I need 3 microphones.
Aw.
I mean, I'm big mouthed enough that it is or something. Let's see if it'll work. Make sure you don't fall over. How do I? That's how. Good. A lot of stuff, sorry. Was that too much abrupt time, sir?
No, you.
Hi.
Hello.
I just wanted to bring things so I can see you guys or something. So, first things first, I might have to ask my handy-dandy host here if he would pass out chat books.
Happy to.
Because I have a few.
Excellent.
And
Wonderful.
and I decided to call
She
it
is amazing. You are
How much time do
amazing.
you put into these
She does.
Far too much.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank
Wow.
you, Ben.
Not a problem. And yes, I did. I think I wrote something called Queen of Multimedia for a reason. So instead of having a projector, I just thought I'd have little things, a couple images here for you. And John's going to give me some music as well, and I thank you for that. Yes, that's our photo from our wedding day. Yes. We're like, that just looks like a cake topper image. It does. But I decided to do 4 new pieces for the show that talk about how people see different kinds of love. And the first one would be about a love for a person, and it's called Mapping the Way to True Love. I want to hear the music coming in before I start. I've always taken charge and led the way. But even on my own, I accomplished more than anyone. I was invincible. I was doing so well, I quit my job as an art director for the 2nd largest city in the States, kept renting my apartment in Chicago, and traveled around the country by car. Until I was stopped at a light, and one car slammed into me, and then another. Then I fought for my life. And that sounds very sad, and I'm telling you, it's true. But this is a part of my invincible life, because doctors from other floors from the hospital read my records and called me Miracle Girl because of my insanely speedy recovery. But this was the first time in my invincible life when I felt alone, because the only thing missing from my invincible life was true love. You know the kind, because in this hectic modern world, it's next to impossible to find your philosophical equal. So now, because I'm a journalist, forced to take a train because my car was totaled, I'd ask passengers questions. Tell me something about yourself. Because my life was almost taken away, I just wanted to learn everything about life I could. Let me at least vicariously live. Tell me something about yourself. And one man answered in the cold of January while I kept myself covered in a coat, hat, scarf, gloves. He asked me what book I was currently reading. I said a philosopher's name. He said he knew their writing, and he read their novels, and he named some of the nonfiction books, and then he even explained that he read the lexicon of their philosophy. I stopped him. You're telling me you read a dictionary? And he said yes, and that information comes quite in handy in his life. And on our first date, we talked philosophy more than half of the night. And when we weren't asking each other vague, tell me about yourself questions. And though we had only known each other for 2 weeks, when Valentine's Day came, he decided to give me an expansive map of the United States because I had just traveled it. He carried this large tube to his work on Valentine's Day. A coworker saw it, inquired. When he said he was giving his girl a map for Valentine's Day, the guy laughed. Oh, she'll hate that. We want chocolate and candies and flowers, he said. But when I got that map, I asked if it was okay if I kept it curled up until we had a home for it. When I look up in my office, I see that map framed on my wall. And when I walk out of my office, I see a wall displaying his guitars. He likes that I wanted to display his music, and he likes that I am a creative person with an engineering side, and he is an engineering person with a creative side. But that shouldn't surprise him, and it shouldn't surprise him that we were engaged 4 times longer than we actually dated. Yes, our dating was accelerated because not many people talk philosophy on their first date, and not many people realize, even before they start dating, that they can't be without the other. Because now that we found each other, we want to lock hands and scour those maps because we want to see every part of the world together. Because when you get to this point, celebrating alone isn't celebrating, and being alone isn't living unless you're ever with the one you truly love. One track and go to another. And he's like, oh no, I've got to run around to get to that one. So I had to cover, love of a person for that first one. And then I figured I should be covering nature and the like. And so I should probably just have some sort of nature-y sounding background for that one, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then this one is called Years, Centuries, Eons. Scouring this land, searching for meaning, I've traversed the roads to see the innate beauty of how this earth came together. Discovering this rocky terrain, caressing smooth lava beds, studying the variation of color in the rainforest bamboo stalks have touched my soul deeply. Years, centuries, eons have shifted the plates beneath us. When I left the plains near Chicago, I traversed the Appalachians, then skydove with the Grand Tetons. But waiting to visit the places until it wasn't tourist season was probably the smartest thing to do, because in that way nobody was nearby when I walked along the ridges and the plains and the buildings and the skyscrapers of the rock terrains of the Grand Canyon. I was screaming into the crevices to no one before I climbed into the orange depths of Bryce Canyon. The rocky range eternally had this vibrant sunset. Walked miles off near beaten paths at Arches National Park until I could see for miles that there was no one. I had only seen for all that time one bird. No people, no planes, just peace. And it took years, centuries, eons for nature to create these majestic, intoxicating, breathtaking places that seem like works of art. But really, this is just how the world works. This is how the wondrous thing, this is all because of the wondrous things we now see today. You might think, no, it can't be that good, not touched by the hand of man. But you've got it all wrong. It is possible to utterly, deeply, completely fall in love with the world, wholly, with every fiber of your being. You can adore, idolize this creation if you just let nature take its toll. Yeah. Since I talked about how awesome things are on Earth, I might as well talk about how interstellarly they need to be awesome as well. This one is called Zenith of the Night Sky. Once we were sitting outside, looking at the night sky, there were no towns around us for over 40 miles, and there was not a single cloud in the sky. It was truly amazing. You could see the Milky Way very clearly, and you could easily see many constellations. I've never seen that many stars in my life. After staring at the zenith of the night sky for a while, somebody finally spoke. Looking up at these stars, doesn't it make you feel so insignificant? My eyes must have been saucers looking up at the night sky with a grin that I couldn't remove from my face. Not at all. I could never think that. How could you not? He asked. And I told him that I can't think of myself as insignificant. If I did, I wouldn't be able to excel in life, and I'd have no reason to continue. Because the line, "Doesn't it make you feel so insignificant?" sounds like it should be followed with, "Doesn't it make you feel so worthless?"
Yeah.
And I cannot function that way. The night sky is so inherently beautiful. The night sky is so aesthetically pleasing. I look at these stars and I fall in love. I look at these stars and think that this is science. We can learn from this. And I love the constancy of the stars in the night sky. These were the same stars that I saw when I was a child in my lifelong love affair with astronomy. I love the understanding that we gain about our own world by studying planets and stars and galaxies. And I love the fact that I am on one of those planets, and that I have this ability, this unique opportunity to be a part of this scientific love affair. But then it occurred to me, traveling around the Earth to see the sights is one thing, but what about up there? I mean, I know I can't afford a flight into outer space, so why not take a trek toward the Arctic Circle and see the Aurora Borealis? So we made our plans, stayed in a bed and breakfast in Fairbanks, Alaska. The window sills were 18 inches deep because of the needed insulation. Even sang a few sets at Ivory Jack's, because the best time of night to see the Aurora Borealis was about 1:30 in the morning, long after our concerts ended. Yes, it was bitter cold, and yes, I was bundled up, but I really didn't care. I'd take pictures anyway, even though no photo could ever emulate the dancing solar wind in our magnetosphere colliding into our atmosphere. But with that collision, what a light show it makes. One man who lived for years in Alaska shared with me that he told his family he would leave here once he lost his love for the Aurora Borealis. I know exactly what he means. Now we've been talking about objects. We should actually talk about ideas or philosophies for this last piece. Thank you very much. And by the way, if anyone is interested, the first track you were hearing was Mozart. Well, the track you just heard was Francois Leroux, the Haman of South Africa, and he's also doing this next piece for it. This is a poem that is called Just One Book. I wore my older sister's communion veil, playing dress-up in my imaginary wedding. I read my sister's prayer book, wondering who can hand me my answers. But mangled in a maelstrom of religions, I was left lost, searching for salvation. After years ticked by, it was only then when my Judeo-Christian boyfriend gave me a book. It didn't quite fit in with his beliefs, but he told me to give it a read. And now, I remember reading books when I'd have to tell myself to read 50 pages a day just so that I could get through it. And then after reading any passage, I honestly couldn't tell you what I had just read. But this book, this one actual book, I couldn't even put it down. This one book was like no other. It spoke to me philosophically, and it managed to show me how to live. You don't think that a book could do so much, and you could get so much from just one book, and it's true. Afterward, I swooped up as much as I could get for reading on the subject, but it still stuns me that this one book could put me on a track to how to think through life. Because suddenly all my reasoning made sense. With this one book, I learned how to fit the pieces together, and suddenly my life made sense. I didn't think that just one book could do that to a person, but I am a living testament to the message, and like I'm placing my hand on a Bible, I will swear to this day that just the right book, in just the right hands, of just the right minds, can really give the world clarity and transform everything perfectly. This is just a good looking book for this thing.
Well
Thank you
done.
very much.